Welcome back, everybody, to the Cirque Show 24/7. This is season 3, episode 2 of Arrow, entitled Sarah. So let's get right into it. All right, guys, Sarah. Now, this episode had a lot of good things going for it, but it also had a lot of bad things going for it for me. It was very I don't know the word. Maybe it wasn't all over the place, but it just had certain spots in this episode where it just was very cringe worthy and kind of took me out of it. Now, the main reason it took me out of it was the whole Laurel stuff. I mean, just certain things that just didn't make sense for a character to do, or I don't know. It was just I understand the fact that she's going through like issues because her sister died and she witnessed her sister die, but some things like she did in this episode, it was like I just did not get and I just did not understand. But we'll get into that in a little bit. Now, this episode picks right up where last week's episode left off, where we find that Sarah, she's been murdered. Laura's the one who finds her. She takes her back to like the Arrow Cave, and it was just a great scene, like seeing like Felicity, Oliver and Roy just kind of freak out for a second and like have that moment, like realizing that Sarah's gone. That was actually a great moment. And like having like Oliver like really like staying calm and not really freaking out and like have to like keep his emotions in, because what he says later that everybody's looking to him to lead, and everybody's looking like to him for like the answers and stuff, so he doesn't like have that opportunity to like really like show his emotions and stuff like that. So I thought like as a character moment for Oliver, that was really good, and like him explaining why he couldn't like really put out so much emotions for Sarah's death was really heartbreaking, and like just like his reasonings behind it was really sad. Now, like I said, Laurel, like she wants to like help Oliver find the killer, because now we find out that it's another Archer who's going around killing like these higher up people, and they figure that this is the person that killed Sarah, so that they're scrambling to look for him. We end up finding out who this person is, and we find out that his name is Komodo. He's another assassin. And he was really cool too. He was really cool. At first you thought he was like going to be the Dark Archer, but no. He's a Komodo. He does his own thing, and we do find out that he was not the one who actually killed Sarah. He just got into town and started killing people. So it brings up a great question, like who in the hell killed Sarah? But I did like his fight scene with Oliver. Like I think they had like probably like a 3-round thing. Like he beat Oliver twice, and then Oliver got him in like the last round. So that was really cool. The only thing I didn't like about like their fight scene was like the motorcycle fight scene, where they're both going at each other on the motorcycles, and Komodo, he's shooting, but Oliver's not. He just keeps like he's just driving like past him, and I felt like it would have been a lot cooler if they both were shooting on the motorcycles. You know what I mean? That's just my preference. It was still a cool like little scene and stuff. I just felt like it was weird that they did it like 4 or 5 times, like just going back and forth like this on the motorcycles, and only one person was shooting. So it was a little weird, but it's nothing like too crazy. But let's get into like the issue that I really had with this episode before we get into the rest of the episode. Now, I get the reason why Laurel wants to go and like avenge her sister, but she goes about it like the wrong way. Um, I don't believe her when she's crying. I don't know why. I just don't believe her. And this is something that they've been struggling with Laurel, to like find that nice balance with her, find like a great emotion for her. I don't know if it's like the acting or is it the writing, but I feel like she's the only character on the show that they cannot get right for some reason, and it's driving me crazy, because now you're putting her in the position to where she's supposed to take over the mantle of her sister, and that comes with a lot of baggage. You know what I mean? Because her sister, everybody loved her character. Everybody loved Sarah as a character, and everybody was okay with Sarah being the Black Canary. So now that you take that equation out and you put in this other equation with Laurel, like she has to step up her game, and I feel like they don't know what to really do with Laurel. And I don't know if it's the actress who's doing it, or the writing, but they need to figure something out because now they're really moving forward with it. And if you want people to get on that train with her, you gotta fix something because it's not working for me at all. I felt like it was stupid. Like when she goes to try to kill Komodo, you don't check that there are bullets in the gun. Like you don't pick up the gun, make sure it's a full clip or something. Or I don't. I've never used a gun, but I know that bullets go in a gun. I do know that part. So you don't check to see that there are bullets in the gun just so you can kill the guy. You go all that way. From point A to B, and during that, you don't see if there are bullets in the gun. It just it de it decreases her value as a character. You know what I mean? It decreases her value as a character. So that threw me a lot off, and just the way she cries and stuff, I just don't get it. I don't believe it. So they need to fix that. So, and I want to like her character. I really, really do. Like last week's episode, I did not have an issue with her. I didn't, and like this is the problem. Like I said with Laurel, like sometimes she's really good, and sometimes she's just god awful bad. So they need to find a right balance with her. All right, now getting back into like the rest of the episode, I do love the way they're putting Felicity and I do love the way they're really using Felicity and Ray Palmer as like this thing, and like how they're always clashing heads. But Brandon Routh, he's just such a charismatic person, and I really really enjoy him as Ray Palmer. I think he fits that character a lot better than Superman. You know what I mean? Because in Superman, he was told to like be or imitate, Christopher Reeve. You know what I mean? He had to imitate that because that's what that movie's kind of based off, like the original Superman movie. So he was like imitating that a certain type of character. This one, he's his own kind of character. Ray Palmer is his own character, and it feels more natural for him. So I like him as that character, and I like him and Felicity together, like in their banter. I don't know if I like them together in like a relationship type thing, but I do like them together, just as business partners and working together. And now that Felicity really understands that, she can't really do this back and forth with Oliver, she does take the job with Ray Palmer, and hopefully we get a lot of great scenes with them. So I'm super excited that she took the job, and it really puts her character in a different direction and not really always clamoring onto Oliver. So I really, really like that, and I really do like Ray Palmer as a character. So I'm super excited for Felicity and Ray Palmer this season. Now, getting to like the flashback stuff is what I really want to talk about, because we do get Tommy back, and it was a cool way that they brought him back, and I really like the way they brought him back, because in like episode 1 we did see Oliver like message using like email that he was still alive. Tommy goes to Hong Kong to try to find Oliver, and Oliver is basically told by Amanda Waller that he needs to assassinate Tommy, and Oliver's not gonna do that because they're best friends and stuff. So he comes up with a cool like way to like get Tommy out of Hong Kong, out of harm's way, and still kind of keep good with Amanda Waller. So I thought that was really good the way they brought Tommy into this situation, because it's always cool to see Tommy. I do miss him. I feel like they shouldn't killed him off. I understand why they killed him off in season 1, but I feel like they really could have used him throughout like the rest of the season, because I think it could have helped Laurel out a lot, just acting wise and story wise, because after he died, it just went downhill for Laurel. So I feel like they should have kept Tommy, just in my preference, but I do understand why. But it was nice to see him back. It was really cool to see how Oliver got through that situation. Yeah, so it was really, really cool. It was very heartbreaking because, he was right there by his best friend, and he could not like tell, his best friend who he was and that he was still alive. So it was very, very heartbreaking. But nevertheless, I do like it, and hopefully we get to see more of Tommy like throughout, like, the season, just like little flashbacks here and there, just little guest appearances will be awesome for me. I really really enjoy him. Um, let's see, getting back to going back to like just the final scenes of the main story. You do I do like that, Diggle inserted himself back into the team, because Oliver needs that right now. He does need that. I do like that, I guess he named the baby Sarah. That was cool. It was whatever. I just like the fact that he's back on the team, you know what I mean? I do love the fact that Diggle's back on the team, so hopefully they give him more to do and stop trying to shut Diggle out of the team. People, it drives me crazy. It drives me crazy. He's a very important part of this team, so it drives me crazy. I don't want Roy to be bigger than Diggle. I do like Roy right now, but I don't want him to be more important than Diggle, because Diggle was there first. Diggle was there during the beginning, and just because Roy has a hood on with arrows, that doesn't make him more important. So I don't want the writers and the creators or anything to think that, because Diggle is very important to this team. What else? I do love what really like saved this episode for me, because like I said, I did like the episode. It was just more stuff with Laurel that I didn't really like or enjoy, but really went home for this episode with me was when Oliver's like in like the cave and he's talking to Diggle and he's like, I don't want to die here. I don't want to die like in this cave. You know what I mean? And it was just heartbreaking because you see like that's him bringing out his emotions, and I felt like Diggle's the only person to actually get that kind of emotion of Oliver. Even Felicity can get certain things out of Oliver. I think only Diggle can, and so that's why I really like Diggle on the team, because he gets more stuff out of Oliver. So him talking to Diggle, saying that he doesn't want to die here, really shows like his mind state and where he's at, because he wants to live a normal life, but he understands the burden that comes with being the Arrow. So it's very sad and it's very heartbreaking, and it was acted tremendously. Like just that little scene was acted fantastic, and I really really enjoyed it. We do get like a little cut scene with Thea and what she's been up to with Malcolm and stuff. She looks badass. She looks hot. She got a new haircut. She's been training with Malcolm, so it's gonna be really really cool to see like who she becomes. Like she might become Cheshire. She might become like, I don't know. She's gonna become somebody awesome. My bet is I really would like to see her as like Cheshire. You know what I mean? Like if you watch Young Justice and stuff, like look her up, Cheshire or Cheshire, however you want to call it. I think she'll fit like a perfect fit for that. Just like something new, something different. So I'm excited for Thea to come back and to see how she plays into this story. I really want to see who was the one who actually killed Sarah, and like what was that all about. So please, comment below. Let me know what you thought about this episode. Do you agree with some of the stuff I said about Laura and stuff? Do you think I'm being too harsh? I'm trying not to be too harsh because I do want to like Laura. I really, really do, because I love this show so much, and I see the potential there, but I just feel like they're not really putting that potential to good use. So please comment below. Let me know. Like this video, comment, subscribe, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, blah, blah, blah. And as always, this is The Cirque Show 24/7. Be easy.